Eden Hazard. Just saying the name probably brings a smile to the face of any Chelsea fan. The Belgian magician was just inducted into the Premier League Hall of Fame, and honestly, no one is surprised. It's completely deserved. But what really got people talking wasn't just the induction itself. It was a message from a certain former manager, José Mourinho.
Now, on the surface, that sounds like a simple thank you. But this is Mourinho we're talking about, right? Those words are loaded. There's a whole history there, a really complicated story of incredible highs and a spectacular, infamous collapse between two of the biggest personalities in the game. So that's the big question, isn't it? How did a partnership that literally reached the absolute summit of English football fall apart so quickly and so dramatically? Well, that's what we're going to unpack. Let's dive in. To really get this, we've got to rewind the clock all the way back to 2012. Chelsea had just won the Champions League. They were champions of Europe, and they decided to make a massive statement by signing pretty much the most sought-after young player on the planet. They dropped a cool £32 million on him. You have to remember, in 2012, that was an absolutely eye-watering amount of money for any player, let alone someone so young. The pressure on him was just immense from day one. And that's the key right there. He was only 21 years old. So every single eye in the football world was on him, wondering if this kid could possibly justify that price tag in what's arguably the toughest league in the world. Justify it? He didn't just justify it, he completely blew every expectation out of the water. I mean, on his debut, it took him all of 7 minutes to assist one goal and then win a penalty for another. The message was loud and clear. Eden Hazard was here, and he was the real deal. Okay, so fast forward a year, and a very familiar face comes back to Stamford Bridge. José Mourinho. And this is where the story really takes off. Their partnership was about to hit its absolute peak. That 2014-15 season was just a masterclass, an absolute clinic in dominance. Chelsea cruised to the Premier League title, they won the League Cup, and Hazard himself, he was simply untouchable. He swept the board, winning every major individual award as the best player in the country. He was the engine of that team. And not just creative, but incredibly reliable. He started every single one of the 38 league games. He really was the shining centerpiece of Mourinho's title-winning machine. But maybe nothing shows you Mourinho's admiration more than this little tidbit. Reportedly, in team meetings when they were analyzing opponents, he dismissed their star players by saying they were no Maradona, no Messi, no Hazard. For a manager like José Mourinho, that is the highest possible praise. He's putting his guy in the same breath as the absolute gods of the game. But what goes up must come down, and in the very next season, the partnership didn't just stumble, it completely imploded. We're talking one of the most shocking title defenses the Premier League has ever seen. The drop-off was just staggering. I mean, look at this. From 14 league goals the season before to zero goals under Mourinho in the next campaign. The team went from being champions who nobody could touch to a side that was genuinely hovering just above the relegation zone. It was a total, complete collapse. And Hazard himself opened up about it. He said that in that third season with Mourinho, problems started to creep in, and the relationship it just faded away. It's a pretty honest look at what was going on behind closed doors. And of course, a collapse like that has consequences. Mourinho was fired in December of 2015. And to really put Hazard's form into perspective, he wouldn't score his first league goal that season until April, a full 4 months after Mourinho was already gone. Wow. But here's the thing about great players. The story doesn't end there. After Mourinho left, Hazard didn't just get his form back. He went on to completely rebuild his legacy and cement his place as a true club legend, ending it all with the perfect final act. He proved his success wasn't just tied to one manager. He was absolutely vital in winning another Premier League title, this time under Antonio Conte. He scored the winner in an FA Cup final, and then he led the team to one last piece of European silverware. And what a parting gift it was. In his very last game for Chelsea, he put on an absolute masterclass, scoring 2 goals to completely dismantle their rivals' Arsenal in a European final. It was Hazard at his absolute best, a perfect way to say goodbye. That performance brought his final goal tally for Chelsea up to 110. A stunning number that puts him ninth on the club's list of all-time top scorers, a true, undisputed legend. Which brings us right back to where we started, the Hall of Fame induction, and that video message from the man who he shared his highest highs and his lowest lows with.
Because beyond that cheeky line about winning the title, Mourinho's message had a real core of sincerity to it. It was a heartfelt congratulations, and it showed that despite all the public drama and that disastrous third season, the deep, deep respect for Hazard's incredible talent is still there. So it kind of leaves you with a thought, doesn't it? Is a player's legacy only defined by the trophies and the perfect seasons, or is it also shaped by the collapses, the comebacks, and the complicated relationships that prove, in the end, that incredible talent earns a respect that can endure anything?